Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai. Call Holy Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim HaKadosh, double answer Fox Elders, the great Millstone that taught me this 100% truth of well. Citations to the Akim out there pushing this truth with all sincerity and risk their lives to do so. Citations to the hopeful elect that scatter among the four corners of the earth that believe in the truth of Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom. Alright, so I got this quick video clip I want to play of my man Iron Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? And then before I play this clip, I just want to say, this is fair use, you know what I'm saying? Fair Use Act 1976. This video clip, I am not profiting from this clip. This is only for educational purposes only. There's no monetary gain or any monetary interest in this video. So this video is only being played for edification, educational purposes only. All right, so fair use. So hopefully this works, and I'm gonna just let the video play, and then I'll go into some scriptures that I pulled up. The Spirit of Yahweh. All right, let's go.
We're so close in encounter with death, we don't even know. You're encounter with death right now. Mm-hmm. Any moment, anything can happen. We can die any second.
Yeah.
And when you're dying, life becomes more beautiful. Everything you see, the tree is more beautiful. Everything. Every time when we have the expedition date, when we're no longer gonna be around, everything looks better. The picture's more beautiful. Everything's beautiful. Everything's more loving. Uh-huh. Everything's more loving.
Yeah.
I think death has a bad rap. How could life be so beautiful and death be bad? Uh-huh. Why would God want us to suffer?
Yeah.
If everything we believe about God is true, which I believe too, why would he want us to suffer? Mm-hmm. How could life be beautiful and death be bad? Mm-hmm. When everything is love? Mm-hmm. We're so close in encounter.
Right. But the whole purpose of me, playing that clip is, how he talks about death or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? God, you know what I'm saying? He talks about, suffering, whatever. But, we are people, we suffer. The Lord is long suffering. You know what I'm saying? So we got to suffer because we are disobedient, you know what I'm saying, to our power, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why the Lord sent us in these different captivities, and, he has, the heathen reigning over us at this present time because of our disobedience to him. But, that's all about to change because the Lord about to, come and give us our salvation, which means that he's going to come save us, from our enemies, But, and he also said, all loving or whatever, like, that's not the case. Those are in the know. We know that the Lord does hate. He hates Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Who is the prime enemy of the nation of Israel and the Lord himself. So the Lord is not all loving, but our people lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So Mike don't know, but he is an Israelite, and that the thing about death that he was talking about, we are always close to death. Yea, that I walk through the valley of death, this valley of death, but I fear no evil. That what King David talked about. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we are. We are currently in the valley of death. You know what I'm saying? So-called America, Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? Daughter of Babylon. This is, the valley of death. But so we, are close to death on the daily, because we don't know. That's why we say Lord willing, because we don't know when the Lord, our day is gonna come. But death is peace, and it is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because once we're not here anymore, we're at peace in the spirit world. We're at rest. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Even the wicked themselves, people that do wickedly, you know what I'm saying? They go back to the spirit world as well and be at peace. There ain't no place called hell where you're gonna be burning for eternity. You know what I'm saying? Once you get put to death here, when the Lord brings upon your judgment. I mean, your death could be horrible, granted. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the judgment that the Lord gives unto you. You know what I'm saying? But once he puts you to death, you'll be at peace in the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? And then if he chooses, he'll send you back to hell, which this place is earth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The place under the sun, to where that you're going to get judged. The Lord could make your life hell here on this earth. So this is where we catch hell, but that's in itself is another lesson for another time. But I just wanted to focus on the thing that he's talking about, like death. Like death, you know what I'm saying? Once the Lord judges you, you're at peace. You know what I'm saying? So it is beautiful. You know. This is Philippians 1:20, which read, according to my earnest expectation and my hope that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness as always, so now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be life or by death. Yeah, so but doing the work, you know what I'm saying? Paul was out there doing the work, so the Lord was going to be magnified, whether he was doing the work in his flesh for the Lord, or whether he get put to death for doing the work in the flesh by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was going to be magnified regardless, because he died a righteous death, pushing the truth of Yahweh Shemashah. Read knowing, for to me to live Hamashiach and to die is gain. But if I live in the flesh, there is the fruit of my labor, yet what I shall choose I will not. For I am in a strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Hamashiach, which is far better. Yeah, so Paul's saying it's better for me to just actually be put to death like the Lord was, and to be with him in the spirit where I have peace. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said to die is to gain, because you're gaining peace. You don't have to go through suffering while you're here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? The place where the Lord sends you to be judged. You know what I'm saying? Going through, dealing with certain ailments. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with pain. Emotional stress. You know what I'm saying? Physical stress. Physical ailments. You know what I'm saying? This is, you won't experience those things when you're dead and in the spirit world, because you're a spirit, and the spirit can't, have physical pain and experience those things. You know what I'm saying? They're at rest, So it just goes to show, like, if you die and you go to this place called hell and you're a spirit, how you going to feel pain? You're a spirit. A spirit is already fire. So how you going to be burning the fire? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? But, back to what Paul was saying, like, he's saying, like, I'd rather die and go to the spirit world, be with the Lord. But he understood that, he had, an assignment to do. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, raised him up, to be a prophet to the Gentiles, which to the Israelite foreigners, to go, gather them in and speak this truth to. We're going to read that here. Philippians 1:24. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you. Yeah, he's saying that it was more needful for the people that the Lord had, sent them to. You know what I'm saying? He was needed to go out and preach the gospel of Yahweh Shema Shai, to bring in the Gentile foreigner Israelites. You know what I'm saying? The Gentiles who were Israelites, but they were Israelite foreigners. That's what Paul was assigned to go, bring those people in, of his people. You know what I'm saying? His own brethren, not no heathen Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? He was, raised up to bring our people that were in a Gentile mind state, back into the fold. And having his confidence, I know that I shall abide and continue with you all for your furtherance and joy of faith. Yeah. That your rejoicing may be more abundant in Yahweh Shai Mashiach for me by my coming to you again. Yeah. And that's what he was doing. He was giving them, the words of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You know what I'm saying? Helping them, turn back to the Lord and furthering their faith in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And this is Ecclesiastes 12:7, which reads, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Lord who gave it. Yeah, so the spirit returns back to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? When you die, you go straight back to the spirit world. You don't stay here. You don't go to a place called hell when you die, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go back to the spirit world and be at peace, you know? But that's all to the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. And this is Job here. This is Job 3:1, which reads, after this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man child conceived. Let the day be darkness, let the Lord regard it from above. It's like it let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. So, because, Job was catching hell, as you know, because the Lord allowed Satan to attack him, you know what I'm saying? And he's in mourning now. So he's saying that it was better off that he be dead than for him to be living in the flesh and catching all this hell, you know what I'm saying? Emotional stress, physical stress, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lord was letting him go through it. But, the Lord delivered him from that as well, you know what I'm saying? Because, there's parallels with Job and the nation of Israel, same thing. The Lord let, this Esau Edom have his way with us, catch a hell from the devil in the flesh. But the Lord is going to also give us deliverance from this, you know what I'm saying? When he come to, return and give us our salvation, you know what I'm saying? Just like he did Job, because we're going to get everything back that we lost here. But let me jump down. This is Job 3:11. When dead I not from the womb, it's like, why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly, or give up the spirit? You know what I'm saying? So he was saying, why wouldn't I just die? Why, Lord, why you just let me die? Why I gotta suffer here in this flesh? Well, you should have just killed me at birth. Why did the knees prevent me? Or why the beast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and be quiet, I should have slept. Then had I been at rest with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. Yeah. So Job said, you know what I'm saying, it's better for him to be at the spirit world at rest. You know what I'm saying? When he's talking about his sleep, being at rest, he's going to be at peace. And he's going to be up there with who? The kings and the counselors. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who passes away, they all go to the spirit world. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? The wicked and the righteous. You know what I'm saying? Kings and counselors, the poor, the rich, everybody goes to the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? Once they, reap their judgment here on this earth, the Lord, takes your spirit, the spirit returns back to the Lord that gave it. You know what I'm saying? Reading on. Or with the princes that had gold, who filled their houses with the silver. Yeah, the rich, the poor, everybody goes to the spirit world. Or as in hidden untimely birth, I had not been as infants which never saw light. Yeah, so when women had these miscarriages, you know what I'm saying, those children, they have life, but that judgment was for that woman to lose that baby or have a stillbirth, they go right back to the spirit world. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. What? Hold on. I thought if you're a wicked individual, you go to hell and you burn forever. But Job just said here that the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So those that even catching hell are going to be at rest. So, the wicked going to be at rest as long as those that are catching hell, you know what I'm saying, going to be at rest finally. You know what I'm saying? When they die. So, death brings peace. You know what I'm saying? Though, again, you might reap a hell of a judgment or, a harsh judgment by Yahweh Shemashah. But at the same time, once you, reach your judgment, you're going to be at peace in the spirit world. Reading on, there there the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be even at peace from our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? If Jake go die now and go to the spirit world, they're at peace from Esau, Edom, the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? They ain't catching no more hell. And then they, in their right mind state, they know they are the nation of Israel. They know who they are, Israelites, and they're crying out to the Lord, you know, to come back and give deliverance to the rest of His people. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all that passed in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that died goes to the spirit world. In each lifetime that we had, you know what I'm saying? We died, we went to the spirit world, the Lord sent us back, and we reaped our judgment here on this earth. You know, still to this day. That's just how the Lord operates. And that's not going to change in the kingdom either, you know, for the, the heathen nations, you know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, the only people that are going to have mortality is those of the nation of Israel. So when the heathens die, you know what I'm saying, they're going to continue to come back and reap judgment, you know? Because the immortality has to be given unto them. It's only been given unto the nation of Israel. We got a few more here. All right. So this is 1 Samuel 28:14, which reads, "And he said unto her, What form is he of? Is he of? And she said, An old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, Why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and the Lord is departed from me, and answered me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee. Thou hast mayest make known unto me what I shall do." So, you know, this is Saul, because the Lord, you know what I'm saying, wasn't dealing with Saul anymore because he was disobedient to him. You know, he didn't do what he told him to do with Amalek. So Saul went to, you know, find guidance from a witch, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Or what they call familiar here, but, you know, she pretty much was, you know, doing witchcraft, and, you know, she brought up, you know, Samuel from the spirit world or whatnot. And Samuel's asking Saul, like, yo, why you disturb my peace? I'm at rest. Why you bringing me up from the spirit world? You know what I'm saying? And disturbing my rest, you know? But, you know, and then said Samuel, Wherefore then dost thou ask me of seeing Yahweh is departed from thee and is become thy enemy? Yeah, the Lord became Saul's enemy because he didn't do what he said. You know what I'm saying? That's why he had to go try to get Samuel to find out what was going on, because the Lord wasn't answering him anymore, you know, by dream or prophecies or whatever, you know. So that's why he did this, and Yahweh have done, and Yahweh have done to him as he spake by me, for Yahweh have rent the kingdom out of thy hand and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. And, you know, the Lord gave the kingdom into David, who he, you know, that was the king that he chose. Because thou obeyest not the voice of Yahweh, nor executeth his fierce wrath upon Amalek, which is, you know, the chief tribe of the Edomites. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. So the Lord has, you know, hatred for, you know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's why, you know, he told him, like, these are your enemies. Go and destroy them. Kill all of them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Saul didn't do that. You know? He took the good of what they call their flock, and he even, like, you know, spared the king. But, you know, the king ended up getting put to death, and, you know, the Lord, you know, didn't accept, you know, the goods that, you know, he had brought from Amalek, and that's why he, you know, rent the kingdom from Saul and gave it to David, because, you know, Saul was disobedient unto him. Therefore Yahweh hath done this thing unto thee this day. Moreover, Yahweh will also deliver Israel with thee into the hands of the Philistines, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me, and Yahweh also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. So if Saul was, this wicked individual, which he was, you know what I'm saying, how is he going to be with Samuel in the spirit world? You know what I'm saying? Because all the spirits go to the spirit world. They don't go to this place called hell. There's no separation. You go into a place called hell, burning for eternity. That's that's bullshit. When you die, you go back to the spirit world and you're at peace. You know what I'm saying? As you saw in Job, everybody goes to the spirit world. The counselors, the kings, the princes, the rich, the poor, everybody dwells there. The oppressor, and they can't oppress you there because everybody's at peace. And this is Matthew 10:28, and this is the Lord speaking himself, Yahweh Shai. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and the body in hell. Even Yahweh Shai was telling them, don't fear those death, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Don't fear being killed, by your enemy, because he only can kill the body. You know what I'm saying? The Lord saying, fear him, your power, Yahweh Shema Shai, that can destroy both the body and the soul in hell. Which means that, once you die here in this lifetime, your spirit going back to the spirit world, and the Lord going to send your soul back to the earth, your spirit back to the earth, and he going to give you your judgment, which you're going to catch hell. So it's up to him. He determines, the life that you're going to live in your next lifetime, and what judgments you're going to reap. And so, you know what I'm saying? So, being death is peace. It's not, you catch hell when you come back to the earth, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the place of judgment the Lord has laid out to be judged, you know what I'm saying? And all the nations are going to reap their judgment when we get back into our power seat, you know what I'm saying? They're going back into servitude. Esau Edom's going to be, catch the most hell, you know what I'm saying, in his 1,000 years of servitude, you know what I'm saying? And, all the other nations are going to have 1,000 years of servitude as well, But after their 1,000 years, they're going to be able to go, and, they're still going to have to pay honor to the nation of Israel, but, they're going to catch peace then, because they're going to be under a righteous rulership, you know what I'm saying? But Esau Edom, after his 1,000 years, he's going to be destroyed, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be wiped off, the face of the earth, because, he fulfilled his purpose as being the wicked of the earth, and, receiving his judgment. That's how, that's mercy too. Like, Christianity, they tell you that you're going to be burning in hell for all eternity and all this whatever. And how is that mercy from the Lord? The Lord just giving the devil his 1,000 years of servitude, and then he could be wiped out. That's he catching mercy. You know what I'm saying? But he still got to pay for what he did. But that's just how the Lord had got the story written. For him to catch that judgment. But pretty much when you die, death, you know what I'm saying, it brings peace. So it truly is a beautiful thing, because the brothers, they probably like, try to catch a hell in this flesh too. They say, we probably better off not being here. You know what I'm saying? Being at peace, in death. But they suffer for the sake of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They're preaching the gospel, throughout the four corners of the earth. Just like they did then, because some of the same men are from the times before, are the prophets back here today. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna catch hell, while you're here, but when you die, you know, you're truly at peace, you know. But that's pretty much it. I just want to say, hope this lesson is edifying. Call Yahweh Shema Shai, Kwame Shabala, Abba Baba, and Shalom.